up, YouTube? I'm Rebecca the Diva, and welcome to my channel. If you're new, hey, welcome. Join the fam. Go right on ahead and hit that subscription button. And when you do that, hit the notification bell right beside it, and please select all. Therefore, every time I upload, hopefully if YouTube is not bugging and tripping and bugging, you'll get notified. Hit that share button, because sharing is caring. There are no secrets over here in this channel. No, girl, we tell everything, and I do mean everything. And hit that like button, because girl, you already like me, okay? Okay. For everybody else, what's up, Diva Gang? It's Sunday. Don't forget, guys, please, 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 and thank you. Don't forget to hit that like button for me, okay? Because it helps me out a great deal. Helps my channel out. And hey, we're growing and we're growing strong. I'm just gonna get right into this video. I might have to stop it. If I stop it, I'll continue. Whew, it is Sunday, and excuse my appearance. My hair is like nappy and all over the place, or kinky. I hate to use the term nappy, and I need to comb it out. I need to only wash my hair once in a blue moon, because I mean, I know this sounds gross, but because due to I'm being African American, dirt makes my hair grow. It's always been like that. So I haven't deep conditioned in a while, so I am going to, of course, spray my hair down with some conditioner and water, and then I'm gonna spray it and work through with my Hawaiian Silky 14-in-1, and then I'm gonna do the final process with my YALL leave-in conditioner. This one is pomegranate and honey. This is expensive. I think I paid like $12 for this bottle at Walmart, but it works really good, really good. So yeah, that's my plans for right now. I slept okay last night, but of course y'all know me, I wake up in the middle of the night sometimes, and it sucks because I can't go back to sleep. Then I get on TikTok and it's over. I'm on TikTok for hours, and I think that's what happened to me. I woke up like 1 something, maybe 2, to use the bathroom, couldn't go back to sleep, so then was on TikTok till like 4:30 in the morning. It is what it is. Fell back asleep, woke back up again at 7:30 to use the bathroom, and then from then on I didn't wake back up till like 10:30, almost 11. Then I got up, used the bathroom, washed my face, brushed my teeth, all that good stuff, and went to the kitchen. So my first thing was to brew me a cup of coffee from my coffee pot. I do have my Keurig still set up in my room. I'm going to move it to the living room, to my office area, probably sometime today or tomorrow. But since my daughter's gone, I have the full run of my whole house now, thank God, my apartment, so thank God. So I put my coffee pot on, I unloaded the dishwasher, and I took the trash, bagged it up, and was taking it to the front door. So either today or tomorrow, one of the kids, my son preferably, can take it out. Girl, I get into the little hallway entry by the front door, and there's a pool of water. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I flick on the light, and I'm like, okay, my son took out 3 bags of trash yesterday, okay? So nothing inside the trash bags was leaking, because I make sure, they know better to put anything liquid in the trash. And, of course, if I have something in a cup, leftover coffee, juice, whatever, it goes down the sink. And if I'm using a disposable coffee cup, of course, it goes in the trash. So I'm like, okay, this is weird. So I'm looking at the ceiling, because we have sprinkler heads. And I'm like, okay, did upstairs have a fire and they sprinklers leaked down? I'm like, no, the wall is not wet, the ceiling is not wet. And if there was a fire, they have the high-tech, fire alarm system for the whole building would go off, and everybody would have to evacuate. So no, like I said, I was up late, didn't hear nothing. Only thing I heard last night was probably my son on his video game, but other than that, I was in TikTok land. So then I was like, okay, I couldn't figure it out for the life of me, and I was like, okay, let me just mop this water. So I mopped up what I could mop up. I fucking put a towel, sop up the rest of it, and I moved everything out of the way, because I'm like, let me just watch. So now let me backtrack a little bit. About 2 weeks ago, my air conditioning unit started to go out, and like the house was still cooling off fine, but it's like the display on it was fading away. So it was, instead of seeing the numbers where you control up or down, there was nothing there. So I said, well, let me take the cover off and see if the battery needs changed, because in my other apartment, which was older, the little display thing, thermostat, that's the name for it, ran by battery. So I took the cover off and there was no battery in there. It's like, oh, everything's electronic and run by chips and stuff. So then I put that back, and I just, you know, went online to the apartment complex's website, logged into my account, and put in a work order. And I put it as a low maintenance request because it wasn't that important at the time. The air conditioner was working fine. As days went by, it was like conking out, but not really. Like, it would turn on, and it was like you had to reset the whole system, but then it would come on, but then turn back off in like 10 minutes. So the house was getting cool, but not getting that cool. And if you live here in Central Florida, period, it's hot, okay? Like, we're having 98-degree days, and the heat index is like 100, 110. So it's really hot, and I have to, you know, run my AC, especially during the evening time when the kids come home from school. Is my daughter, she gets hot fast, you know. So she one of them hot-blooded type of people, you know. So she gets really hot, and you know, we all have ceiling fans in our rooms, and there's one in the living room still. So I want to say about yesterday morning, I woke up and it seemed like the air conditioner was working fine. It didn't fade out. Everything was working fine. I turned it on and off. Because me personally, I'm a cold nature person, and I have very low blood. So being anemic and everything, I get cold really fast. So every morning I normally get up. I leave the air conditioner on overnight. In the mornings I get up, I turn it off. So after I cleaned up the water and I had my cup of coffee, I was like, oops, before I sit down, let me turn off the air. So I go flick on the light to turn off the air, and I look down, and there's a little small pool of water. Says, oh, that's where the leak is coming from, the air conditioning unit. Wow. So then I went back on to the website, and I put in another maintenance request, put it as an emergency. Like, look, it's leaking now. That was over 2 hours ago probably, and don't see nobody yet, so who knows. They show up when they show up, I guess. But I just know my shit better not break, because I'm cool cussing folks the fuck out. But other than that, I'm just sitting here on chill mode. I was a little bit tired, I guess, waking up this morning, and my body was really stiff. I do suffer from arthritis, like really bad, in my left hip. And it's like sometimes, I guess because of the way I sleep, my bed is not comfortable. Like, my late boyfriend had given me this mattress, because the one that I had was a full size, and it didn't fit the bed properly, so he gave me that one. So I was like, okay. And in the beginning it was soft, but you know how sometimes you have a bed for so long that it's not, I think what it is too soft. That's what it is. Because when I went to Atlanta and had stayed in my daughter's apartment with her, visiting, and slept in her bed wasn't too soft, but it wasn't too hard. It was just like firm, but that just right enough firm, and I slept real good in her bed. Woke up, my body wasn't stiff or nothing. So I think what I'm going to do is buy me another mattress in the near future. Yeah, I'm gonna get another mattress. Hopefully that'll help me. I'm gonna go to the store, test out the mattresses like they do on the TV. But other than that, this Sunday is just going to be a quiet day, of course, promoting for my store. I haven't really been doing too much promoting this weekend. I've just been doing other things, you know, trying to recoup from the first week of school last week. My body is sore because I worked out one day last week, and I think that's why I'm still kind of on the sore and stiff side, but I gotta see it through, my boy. Trying to get this weight off of me. This is gonna be funny. Okay, so I was, y'all know, addicted to TikTok all day, every day. So I was cruising down the TikTok streets, and I landed upon this one video, and it was this young black girl, and she was telling the story of her best friend. So everybody was like, is it you or your best friend? She was like, no, this is about my best friend, you know, and her debacle. So there's a name for guys like Zolo bands. They call these niggas, okay, and this is a girl that lives in Atlanta, So I don't know whether it's just an Atlanta thing or a young people thing or whatever have you, but they call these dudes hobosexuals. Hobosexuals. I was dead. I started laughing. I said, okay, let me listen to this story. So I'm going to try to play the story for y'all. Okay, instead of me telling it to you word of mouth. I want y'all to hear this story. Okay?
Beautiful women out there.
I want you to hear the story.
The hobosexuals in Atlanta are up 310 right now. The city girls are losing, Dusties. We have to do better. Please get into this story time. For the first time, it's not about me. One of our besties had told me about this story time, and I'm about to give it to y'all because y'all need to know. So, besties, one of our besties had met this hobosexual, right? She started messing with the dude, you know what I'm saying, and started to notice that after 2 weeks, this baby not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to sleep over her house every single day. Like, you know what I'm saying? He putting that thing on her, and he not going nowhere. So, long story short, she came to the conclusion that he's a hobosexual. So she had let him know, like, baby, you can't live here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what we have is a great thing, but you can't live here, baby.
Her.
And of course, y'all, he wasn't too happy about that. So that night he had the nerve to ask her, like, you know, while you at work and while you be with your clients and stuff, is it okay if I take your car? I drop you off and pick you up. That way I could be out getting money. And our bestie ain't dumb, y'all. So she was like, no, like, boy, like, you're not about to be driving my car while I'm at work. We ain't on that type time. And again, y'all, he wasn't too happy about this, right?
Yeah.
So that night, he go in the living room, you know what I'm saying, see that the trash was full, and he tell her that he about to go take the trash out. Mind y'all, the trash can a little distance from her house, so usually she drive the car to take the trash. So besties, he leaves to go take the trash out. About 20 minutes later, he calls her, and she's like, what's up? Did you go get some food or something? And he's like, nah, I just wanted to make sure you was okay. Because I'm just letting you know you're not getting your car back.
Oh!
Excuse me? Y'all, this boy called her and said he was making sure she was okay because he just let her know she not about to get her car back. Sir, what? And I swear, y'all, Bestie was telling me the story just as nonchalant as I'm saying it. Like, this really what this man said. So, a couple days later, she ended up talking to him, y'all. And he was like, yeah, report the car stolen. You gonna be all right. I'll park the car somewhere safe, though. The police gonna find it.
Wow.
Sir, what? Y'all, I can't make this up.
It's not funny,
So
but it's funny.
long story short, she did go to the police station. All she had was his phone number and his first and last name. But because he's a felon and Atlanta is small, sure enough, they was able to pull up his mugshot and pull up all his info. So the police is definitely looking for him, but y'all, he's a homosexual, so he has no address. So he's probably laid up with his next victim right now. And yesterday made 30 days since her car was stolen, so luckily the insurance is about to handle that for her. But y'all, this boy really gave her some good D and stole her car.
Okay. I could not stop. I mean, I felt sorry for the young ladies. No, dead ass. I felt bad for her. But did this nigga really do this to her? And I'm going to say this first and foremost. Whenever your man, now this is not all men, so please don't come for me in the comments. But most men, okay, let me word myself the right way. Most men, when they offer to take out the trash, okay, there's always something up with that situation. Most men, okay, especially the ones that cheat but don't cheat, you feel me? And I started to notice this when my late boyfriend, when he, like every night around 10 o'clock, he wanted to go take out the trash. Now the trash, the same like the store, the trash is a bit of a distance, but it's not really a bit of a distance. And at some particular time, like when my boyfriend had first moved in here with me, he didn't have a car, and he would always just rent cars. You feel me? So this was a night where he didn't really have a car, so he would walk to the dumpster, and he would be gone about 10-15 minutes. So I started getting suspicious of it, but then after the fact of me finding out that he had this other girl that was supposed to be his fiance too, that lived in Philly, I'm noticing that he was going to probably talk to her on the phone every night to say goodnight or whatever. Okay? So yeah, this nigga wants to go take out the trash, and then he gets in her car and ride the fuck out, and it's like, what the fuck? You're not getting your car back. And this is why I'm saying, once you figure the fuck out that this nigga ain't got no he ain't got no house, if he begging to come live with you, girl, leave that dude alone. Like, I'm always suspicious of dudes like that. Like the dude that I'm talking to now, we've been talking pretty steady since April, okay? We've only saw each other in person twice, you know. And number one, I'm suspicious because you never invited me to your house, but you always quick to want to come to my house. He always making little situations. Oh, I miss you. Oh, I wish we lived together. No, you got me fucked up. Because I will never live with another man again in my life unless we're married. And I make sure that that is clear. Because how my late boyfriend did me over the argument that I had with my daughter that did not include him. How he just got up one day, June the 1st of last year, packed all of his shit up within an hour and left me high and dry. So I was like, just left me. So now I'm here to struggle because you were paying for every fucking thing. So at least I know if my husband fucking leave me, I can go to the motherfucking courthouse. And the judge will handle that. But, yeah, see, hobosexuals is what they call these niggas because they don't have a place to live. They stay here, they stay there, they meet a female, preferably online, and they go, and next thing you know, they start having sex, and next thing you know, he moving on in. I think the fuck not. Like she said, baby, you gotta stay here. Like, no, sir. It's not happening like that. So, don't be that victim, you know. Stop giving these dudes that you barely know all this access to you and your stuff. Because I don't know about nobody else, and I'm a stingy ass bitch. I'm stingy. No, you can't come to my house, especially if my kids are here. That's a dub. No, I'm not fixing you because these niggas, oh, you gonna cook for me? No. The food in my house is for my kids. I barely eat at this point, bitch. Like, the fuck out of here. Like, the answer is always going to be no. When are you coming to pick me up in your car to take me out to eat on a real date? Take me to a movie. Take me to the beach. Take me some fucking where. It's like these dudes are giving just bum vibes. Bum vibes. So, yeah, I read that story, and the people was like, oh, in the comments, because I always go, whenever I get an interesting story or something, on TikTok, I always go straight to the comments. So the comments, people like, oh, I bet you were bestie. She was like, oh, no, not over here. She said, I got a good, halfway decent man, and I'm stick beside him. I'm like, I don't blame her. But that's just to show you how these dudes are just, they just out here like that. They don't have nothing. They don't have nothing to offer you. And they want to come live on you, drive your car, eat up your groceries. Like, I'm not for none of that. And that's why, yeah, it's okay to do online dating, but you have to really, really, really investigate these guys. Like, you have to. You have to investigate these guys because they will manipulate a situation. They will come and charm your little panties off and not have nothing to offer you back besides that. And it's like, okay, that's cool, that's okay, but I can get that from anybody. If I'm obviously, if we got that connection and I like you, I'm liking you for a reason. But you got to match my fly. You can't just be there just to be there and using up all of my, reaping all my benefits. That's not, no, we don't do that. So yeah, that was my excitement for that. One of my exciting stories from last night. But I was just like, hobosexual. I never thought about it that way. Because they are hobo, they don't have nothing. And sexual, because the only thing they want to do is have sex with you and charm your panties off and reap your benefits of your stuff. Boy, bye. I can't. I cannot. I just really cannot. But yeah, that was the highlight of my life, because of course I'm not with the shits. I'm really not. You know, it's like men these days. It seems like I don't know what's going on, but these women, like, what are y'all doing, raising these niggas just to be nothing and not to have? There's hardly any men out there that truly wants to date you and court you and all that. They just they just and they want to see what they can get from you and use you, and that's crazy. Like, I don't get it, and that's why I stay guarded. That's one reason why I stay guarded. No, you cannot come to my house. No, if you can't take me out on a real date, then you got a timeline. Okay, there's a timeline of how long I'm going to talk to you. And if I'm talking to you for more than 3 weeks, leading into a month, and you have not offered to let's meet up and go on a date, I'm not going to talk to you no more. You know, and I like the fact that more women are speaking out on situations. Like, there's another lady that I was watching on TikTok, and her story was basically she randomly dates, you know. So she met this one guy. She mainly dates military guys, which those are the biggest hoes out there ever. Like, I'm sorry, sis, if you listening and you married to a military guy, I'm sorry, your dude's a hoe. I said what I said. Like, I got stories on top of stories on top of stories on the married military men that I would be with. You know, when I had first left my kid's father and I was single, including the guy that I was in a relationship with for 3.5 years, and he was married. Yeah. I think I have a story time on that, but I'll probably, if you guys want me to re-up or retell that story, then I will definitely do that. But yeah, she said she dated this guy and they met online. They started talking or whatever. And she said they talked for about 3 weeks, was FaceTiming each other, everything. And so after about 3 weeks, they had set up a date, but unfortunately the date got canceled out because it was raining like that whole week. So she invited him over to her house to watch a movie. And she said they ended up not watching a movie, but they ended up watching Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Then they started having conversation, and he stayed until like 1, 2 in the morning. He went home. He came back the next day, and that's when they smashed. So after the fact that they did that, a couple of days later, he said, "Oh, I gotta go to South Carolina." They live in Virginia, so he had to go to South Carolina to go see his son and to also do some type of training for the military. So she's like, "All right, cool." So she said, as soon as he left, like, the text messages were scarce. So she kind of like thought it was suspicious, but you know how our minds are, especially us being women. She said she just put it to the back of her head and didn't say nothing. So then he came back after a few days, and then she said sometimes they, you know, talking, doing what they do, and then one weekend he said, "Oh, my son is coming, so I won't be able to hang out with you this weekend." So she was like, "Okay." So, you know, she says, "We can come." She's texting, and once again, the text messages are scarce. So she said that's when she put her alerts on. Yeah, see, he must have a wife, baby mama. She said she asked him all of this. Are you married? You have a wife, baby mama, girlfriend, significant other, want to get off again? What? No, this man said he was completely single. Boom. Okay, fine. So then she said she texted him and be like, "Hey, you're not really texting me like you normally do. Is your son's mother there?" And he was like, "Yeah, she here." She was like, "Then so you're with her?" And then he was like, "Oh, have a good day," with a heart emoji. And she said that told her all she needed to fucking know. So then what she did was she exposed his ass on TikTok. She told his first name, his middle name, his last name, his date of birth, his military rank. He works at Fort Lee Army base. She told everything. The people were coming for her, because y'all know me. Like I said, I go straight to the comments. People were dragging her in the comments for doing that. And she was like, "Okay, it's not the point that I had feelings for him. It's the point that we both knew what this was going to be." But she's not. She said she wasn't the type of person to step on anybody's toes. So if this man is married or has a girlfriend or a baby mom, then she don't want no parts of that, because it's always going to lead to drama, which is true. And I don't blame her. And then she's also saying, like, why is it not accepted that a woman can go, that a man could go and sleep around with as many females as he want to, and everybody's patting him on the back, but when a woman do it, because she doesn't want to be in a committed relationship, she just wants to sleep around, she's looked at as a hoe, which is true. If that part right there was really, really, really true. Why can't you just hook up with somebody, smash, and be like going about your life? We be around each other, you know, do what we do for a couple of weeks, couple of months, and then hey, you move on to the next one. That's what's called dating, and a lot of people don't seem to get that. You know, so if you feeling somebody and you want to smash, then you want to smash. You know, us women got feelings just like a man do, and a lot of people downplay that and don't seem to understand. But a lot of people say that she was wrong for exposing him, but I personally feel that she was not wrong, because guess what? She's one female of about 10 or 15 other females that he's probably sleeping with. You feel me? So, yeah, and like I said, I've been with military guys before, and I know how whorish they all can be. It was only one of them that clinked a hold of me, and this nigga would not let me go for shit. But he had a wife. Anytime I made an inkling that there was another nigga around me, he would come pop up at my house. He was very, very possessive. But she was married. You know, and like I said, I knew he was married, because that's the first thing that I normally ask the guy. Are you married? Please be honest and tell the truth. Are they a girlfriend, baby mama? Because I've always got cheated on, so I don't want to come in between nothing of somebody. I don't care what you say, because my whole thing is his story, that's her story, and then there's the truth. She gonna tell it the way she want to tell it. He gonna tell it the way he gonna tell it. But there's always that truth that nobody seems to hear. But when I tell you, I was like, wow. She called old boy straight out, and he deserved it, you know. And she posted a picture and it said he was like 35 or like 30 something, and he looked way older in the picture. But she said she got his date of birth and all of that, and she had a friend that works with the Department of Defense, so she pulled his record, so his driver's license and all of that. So he is only in his 30s, but the man looked like he pushing 50. Somebody said, no, old boy got kids in college. It was so funny. They were clowning old boy in the comment section. But yeah, that's how my night was spent. It's Sunday. I have a quiet day. Like I said, I'm just going to do my hair, you know, because it needs to be combed out and conditioned really good, and I'll probably just put some twist in it and sticking my wig back on. Two epic fails. The wig, which I don't feel like getting up to go get it, I was dyeing yesterday. Purple didn't turn out purple. I had to bleach it first, and then it only got like a few shades lighter, like a dark honey blonde. Then the dye, I probably needed 2 boxes of dye, or I probably just needed to get some bleach and bleach the whole wig blonde, and then do the dye. And I tried to do the water method of the dye, but I should have just put the dye directly on the wig and let it sit. But it got lighter, but it's not purple. It's just like a honey blonde streaks in it with like auburn or burgundy highlights to it. But it's okay. I can still wear the wig, style it, and it's cute because it's not as dark as it was. And then my second epic fail is this nasty ass shit. Remember last week I told y'all about the liquid chlorophyll that I was going to try, and it's mint flavor. This right here is basically a waste of my fucking money. It was $10 on Amazon. I want to take it back, but then to ship stuff back to Amazon, you basically got to take it up to the UPS store, and that's going to cost me like $6 to get up there and then $6 to get back home, and this only cost me 10. So maybe in another day or time I can maybe try it again, but as of right now, this stuff is nasty. I like the mint flavor because I like mint, and it was good when I put it in some tea. I have some turmeric tea, and I put it in there. It was good. It took me a minute to get it down, to finish it all, but it was okay. But then this, on top of the mint, it's like this aftertaste, and it tastes like flowers or something. I can't, don't ask me how I know how flowers taste, but just it got just that kind of aftertaste, and I can't get past that aftertaste. So I tried it twice. I don't like it, so this is just gonna be something. Maybe I'll try that another time, but right now, nah, sis. And also, it kind of like gave me a headache. You know, I took the 2 times that I tried it, I had like a really bad head, not a bad headache, but I had a headache. And I never hardly get headaches unless I'm stressed about something. So it was like, oh goodness, you know, what is why? So I'm like, nah, I'm not fucking with that. So that, epic fail. I'll lose weight some other kind of way. I can't with that. Blah. But I've been rambling. The children are starting to wake up. Still waiting on these people to see about my air conditioner. No one showed up yet, so I don't know whether they're going to come sometime today or come in the morning. If I don't hear from nobody by today, then I'll just call in the morning, because I know they have a 800 number. I'll just call the 800 and like, look, y'all need to come check out this air conditioner. Stop playing with me. But until and I'm working today. I will be working on the video for the for everyone that's interested in how to start investing in the stock market, doing options trading for beginners. So I'm gonna do that today, and hopefully I can post that, or at least film it tomorrow and get it posted sometime this week. But until next time, guys, bye.